This is what? 31?
The
Okay.
31st.
Welcome to fuck you. Welcome to Heretical Podcast. Number 31. We're joined with our usual host, Will.
Josh is incompetent.
Yes, I am. Ice.
I agree.
And me, the idiot. Last time we started recording this, we got, what, a half hour in? And I just have my audio included. So it was just a giant
Last time on Payday 2.
It literally just shows silence.
It's just piping in at random moments. Like, who are they talking to?
Can anything go right? My fork just flew out of my bowl.
It's a fucking open. Oh my god, okay, so I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just going to speedrun through a topic that I started off with. Warframe economy is tanked just as bad as the crossout economy is tanked. Where items that used to be the in-game trading currency is platinum. The mods and shit that used to be like 400, 500, up that range are now down to like 30 to 100. It's just tanked bad. I think it's influx of just people who just don't really have much time and they're just grinding the fuck out of primes. So there's a lot of product but not much demand. There. Done.
James mentioned how your audio is really weird sounding. It is kind of weird. It sounds like you have like static running through your mic a little bit. You're just every fucking problem
there's
today.
There's a fan running in the back. In the background. That's how it sounds like.
Should we just restart again?
No? Why?
Just...
The slightest inconsistency can't flicker, sir. Are you saying?
Nothing.
Okay, let's still fresh in our mind. Sandstorm Insurgency.
God damn it.
What?
It's the fucking Twitch app shit again. It's having issues. Which is why the audio is running through in such a choppy manner. Whatever, it's fine. You're legible. You're legible enough. I don't care anymore.
Legible, yes, I'm legible.
Yes.
It's a competitive game. Just think of like Siege, where you have one life, you go in, then that's basically where it ends in similarities. It's realistic, where one or two shots will get you down and kill you, and then you come back in a wave respawning system. So if so many people die in a team, it sparks the start of a new wave, and it's like wave will respawn in like 10-20 seconds. And everyone who died will respawn. So when you die, you have a chance to spectate and talk to people through the in-game talking system, which is like a radio and proximity chat. So if you're close enough to the enemy, they can hear you. Will has a funny story about our friend named Jojo.
No, talk about yours first.
Okay. So while we got another guy, previous match, we're just fucking around like alright, like everyone, just run in, spreading your guns in the air, and just yell over radio, and we'll just fucking run into the objective. We did that. One person made it in, I think, and then everyone was dead. Everyone's busy because we ran out into the open, just spinning our guns in the air. We're not stealthy at all about this at all. So we're just sprinting head first into this. Go get gunned down on the line. So, same genius has the idea. Hey, why don't we just play Marco Polo? So we're walking around the map. It's like, Marco, Marco! There was very few times we ever got fucking responses, but there was a few people who played along and said polo. Sometimes we got tries like, they're cheating. They're not saying polo, they're using their guns. Well, you get next story.
Go ahead and talk to you say stuff.
God damn it. So, there's another thing that happened while because of using voice chat was, so I was perched up in a blown out building, like using the wall, like shooting out a blown out wall, and I think I'm one of two guys left and on the push, and then so I'm just kind of picking off people that come out in the open. Oh, there's kind of a lull, so I'm just like, what the fuck's happening? And also, then I hear, hello, motherfucker. And I looked to my left, and there's a guy just standing on the stairs with a pistol pointing at me, and I just get capped. 5 seconds later, because the guy, who was the other guy was left alive on the team, got perched on a building connected to a bridge that connected two buildings. And I hear, hello, motherfucker! Again, I was like, there's nothing, no gunshot or anything, and it's here. Hey, dumbass, turn around! Then I hear a gunshot. Nice.
That is rather unfortunate.
You are very quiet.
I figured it out.
What?
It's apparently a discrepancy between the audio balance of my headset, which will completely imbalance the app.
Oh?
Because I adjusted the volume on my headset and put it more towards the game, and apparently that is actually something that fucks up the Twitch recording.
Huh.
So I guess if I put my headset audio balance to more of your guys' voice than game, it will fuck up your voices for the stream because it makes you too loud. I guess. I don't know how. I don't know why it makes a difference, being the game should just be recording your voices normally. It's just my headset volume. It's not anything that should be correlated to the stream part. It's because the stream has its own voice monitoring levels.
That's weird.
I don't know if you've ever looked at the stream. Yeah, like Twitch's app, if you look at the settings when you start a stream, it has its own volume settings for like party chat, game volume. It has its own settings, but apparently the settings that are directly for my headset only also affect it. Because I turned it down 2 notches and then re-listened to the broadcast, and all of a sudden all the audio cleared up and it stopped having issues.
Huh. So
It's fucking stupid. God, Twitch, fix your app. Come on.
will they ever? Probably not.
Fuck no.
It's like any company. Like, they don't pay attention to the console version of the things. It's PC only. Like Ubisoft.
I just want to point out there's a gun in this game called Tatanka, and I feel like it's very too close to the Tachanka. And I'm uncomfortable now, and I need to call the police.
There's a helmet called the Vlad's Armor. It's Tachanka's helmet.
Get my gun. Anyways, so who's got a story?
You,
I do not.
JoJo.
Untrue.
All right, if you want me to tell it,
Are you
I can
framing
tell
me?
it probably poorly.
Was this a stealth mission?
No, you can go loud.
Stealth and
Stealth.
heavy armor, got it.
Stealth is off.
Yeah, so it's optional. But
Anyways,
okay, so
had a buddy named JoJo on there. By buddy, I mean it's just a guy we met, and we were talking to him in the match on Insurgency. It's a lot of fun. I died, so I was just switching through spectating, and I ended up switching over to him, and all I ended up seeing was JoJo fucking holding an RPG to a guy as he turned over the staircase and just blasted him in the stomach with it, which killed him, obviously, and blew his fucking body parts all over the room. And when I asked JoJo, I was like, JoJo, what the fuck, man? That was a little overkill. And he was like, he was talking shit. That was the only response I got as to why, and it was just really funny as the scenario. Because I just switched through and everything seemed normal and fine, then suddenly everything was blown up. It was the most aggressive overstep because of the game only being a 1 or 2 shot needed to kill someone. It was a very aggressive overstep to just shoot him with a fucking rocket to the chest.
I'll show you how this shit is done.
Okay, time to do this.
Does anybody else want to say anything? I'm on full stop here.
I'm
done.
I've got nothing.
Hey Ice, remember I just talked about RPGing someone?
No.
God damn it. So, there's another game. The Sandstorm was kind of sparked off a topic of PC games that me and Will have been playing. And, one game that me and Will played that's actually quite fun, but we don't have enough fucking people to play it, is Deathwing. Warhammer Deathwing. And I don't think that's
Fun game.
fun-ass game, but you can't play it with 2 people, even on normal difficulty.
Nope. You
Because-
get overswarmed like a motherfucker.
Is you need someone to be an apothecary, because if you don't have an apothecary, you're fucked.
It's true. You do. Ice, you got anything to talk about? You had something
yes.
before we had to restart due to
I
someone's
say-
incompetence.
You're sorry. You're
I
welcome.
say, Josh, you might as well face it's gonna be called out repeatedly.
Oh, I know. I'm counting on it. Because I fucked up bad.
Alright, so previously, we talked about,
Less.
Rainbow's... Oh, well, my opinion. Yes, last. My opinion when it came to Rainbow Six's casual matches, and how people were taken way too seriously, and how matchmaking is still broken.
We get hate messages badly on casuals.
And keep in mind, it's casual. If it's ranked, we would take it even a whole lot more serious.
It makes sense if you're getting sending hate messages on ranked, because it's ranked. But
for...
it's casual. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
True.
But in terms of matchmaking for casual, so we got Chill over here, who's like a platinum 1, platinum 2. I still forgot. I think platinum 3. Oh, no, platinum 2.
2 and 3.
Keeps going
I
Going
was
down.
in
against-
2, I dropped to 3 today.
He was 2, now he's
Yesterday.
3, then tomorrow he'll be gold.
How my luck's running lately? Yes. I mean, especially today. Off-ball to anybody, if you were watching this. I don't know, nobody cares actually, wouldn't matter, but today was having major issues. They're having login problems with this Ubisoft forward shit, which I guess we could talk about. They're having some
Oh, is
login
that
issues where you're
today?
supposed to be... I think so, yeah. You're supposed to watch Ubisoft Forward or whatever, and you would get like the beta for Watch Dogs 2 or some shit. I don't know.
Beta
I have
for
no
Watch Dogs
fucking clue.
2?
I don't know. I don't know. Something like that.
Wow,
Supposed to be
I-
some beta.
It's Watchdog Legion, I believe, or something like that.
Legion? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Something.
2 came out like years ago. 2016,
I have
think?
no idea. Watch Dogs, fucking... Point is, it doesn't matter, the games suck. Anyway. You're supposed to get the beta, I think, for the new Watch Dogs or some shit. I don't really know. But you're supposed to get something if you watch Ubisoft Forward while logged into their account stuff. Well, when you went to do it, apparently the logins completely failed and you can't fucking log in at all. And it just completely clusterfucks the entire thing and it won't work since nobody can log in and get the goddamn thing from it. And mind you, this login though wasn't only just an issue for them, it was also an issue for every Ubisoft title. So if you're trying to log into Siege, you have a good chance of either getting told no, or it might let you in, but it might let you in with some issues, at least that's what it kept doing to me. I kept getting told no over and over by Siege, and then it finally let me in. And then I'd go to play a game, and then I'd realize that I have some issues because my audio would be broken. And by that, I mean not the normal broken, where I say like the audio is just bad and not very helpful. I mean like the audio was literally busted as hell. Because like let's say, I was playing Legion actually, this is an accurate thing. I was playing Legion and I threw one of his goo mines right in front of me. When it went off, it sounded like it came from a room behind me, to my left. Now, mind you, I'm literally staring at this thing. I'm staring at it. It's dead in front of me, slightly to my right side. And when it went off and made the little sound, it came from my left behind me in a room. Which was very off, obviously. And that's not even the only issue, because it was everything audio-wise was fucked up. Like, I killed an Ash who was literally right in front of me, like, she turned the corner into me and I dropped her. And when she died, you know the little death sound they make, the little ugh kind of shit? Well, that came from the room way behind me. It came from the bathroom that was behind me, not the hallway right next to me. So that is alone another big issue. So when I'm hearing these things going off, none of the sounds are correct. And this is, obviously, if it was just these sounds, it wouldn't be a big deal. But this is just my demonstration of knowing it was fucked up for sure, because I had an obvious demonstration to show it. But, you know, throughout the game, there was also the issue of, like, people were breaking down windows, and the windows sound like they were all the way across the map, and it would be the window near me. Or there would be, like, people shooting, and it would sound like it's a couple rooms over. It would actually be in the hallway right next to me, and I wouldn't know because the audio is depicting a different area. Like, it'll be like, to give it more directional, it'll be the audio making it come from my left ear, and it'll, obviously, you know, you think left ear, there's a hallway there, and that's it. So you think, okay, it has to be around the left. No, the audio would actually be coming from 2 rooms to the right or something, and then they'd come out of the right side and shoot me. Or it would be, you know, vice versa. I would hear the audio, and it would sound like it's coming from the room with me in it, and I would look around, and then the person would come up from, like, the stairs or something, which would be on the other side of the area. It would be all sorts of shit like that. And then there was a bunch of them where, like, they were above me on a floor, below me on a floor. They would make a sound or shoot up through the floor and, like, shatter, like a buck shot through the floor at some point. And when he shot through the floor under me, I heard the floor break, but I didn't hear it in my room. I heard it above me. And it was just so horribly off, and it's apparently some big issue that's going on with the fucking, with them having all these sign-in problems. Apparently it's just causing the game to have issues as a whole, which is fucking terribly annoying. But, yeah, sorry about the tangent. Alex, would you please continue?
The sound bug has been a fucking problem since for a couple updates.
Yeah, well, today it's just got fucking prominent as shit.
Well, I should bring up the topic of Ubisoft Forward. Do games I actually want to talk about, or do things that are going to be coming from it. I missed watching it. I can't give much information on it.
It was from Ubisoft. It was probably fucked up. I don't know why I said probably. It was fucked up, actually.
No, I was going to talk about new releases.
Oh. They were fucked up.
There's Far Cry 5 fucked up already.
Wait, Far Cry 5, what?
6, sorry.
I was gonna say, that's already out, Josh.
I pulled a
a
fucking
6
Watch
on
Dogs on you. That you did. Fucking hell.
You can do it. Come on, spit it out.
Fuck you.
I'm surprised they're doing another fucking Far Cry after how the last 2 kind of bombed. 5, and then
5?
what was that other new
Primal?
something? I don't know. No, not Primal.
Oh,
Primal
New Dawn?
didn't do great either, but New Dawn, yeah, that one did not do good.
Far Cry 5
didn't
I
do
think
that
they
good
did.
either. No.
I think they're good in sales.
Nope. It was... Oops. It was not very good. It did pretty poorly. It did worse than 4, if I remember right, in sales. And 4 was a huge drop from 3.
I do not like 4.
4 was not great. I played through the whole
I love
I never
3.
finished 5, though, so I guess I like 4 more than 3, or 5. I could not get into 5. It did not feel fun.
I had to play with someone. I didn't even finish it. I had to play with someone, and I didn't even finish it.
3 was a fucking gem, though.
Oh, yeah.
I always loved the fucking advertisements. It's like Skyrim with guns. Fallout. Fucking Fallout. You assholes.
What kind of
Never understood
fucking
that
games
game
have you
journalist
guys been
fucking
playing?
review. I never understood that journalist. It's like fucking Skyrim with guns, bro. That's what Fallout essentially is. It's Skyrim with guns.
Ammo with
Except some of the Fallouts came before Skyrim.
You need gun ammo. Yeah, but it doesn't make any fucking sense. Journalism for games, I'm saying guns, doesn't make any fucking sense.
Journalism for guns ain't great either.
You cuck! That hurt. But
I see we're going on a tirade originally about some of Rainbow's stuff. We should probably finish that before continuing into the fucking UV forward.
oh yeah,
As I was saying earlier, like I said, Chill is a plat 2. And it's going against people against Copper 1, Bronze 2, and a casual.
Oh, let me cut you
match.
off here for another 20-minute tangent. Kidding. Please continue.
I know.
I'm surprised you got it right, though. Plat 2, you actually got it right out of, what, 3 times now? 4 times?
Well, yeah, thank Josh for that one.
Yeah. Congratulations, you got it right. It was Plat 2. You did it. Here's your cookie.
Thank you. Now, like I said, Plat 2 going against Copper 1's Bronze 2. Better not be oatmeal. And in a casual match, I just feel that in a casual match, you know, everyone's playing to have fun. But at the same time, I feel like you should be going against people similar to your skill level. You know, Copper 1 should be going against Copper 1s. Bronze should be going against Bronze, Silver, Plat, Gold.
yeah. As you said before, you guys don't know how to do shit right.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Now, off-ball here real quick. Did you say not the oatmeal? What? What was that
I said,
in between
said
those?
it better not be an oatmeal raisin cookie.
Oh. I love oatmeal raisin cookies. They're pretty good.
I prefer
I actually
chocolate
like
chip.
oatmeal raisin cookies. Racist.
I like the fudge ones.
Because I'm black, isn't it?
No. If I... What? Hold on a minute. Just wait till I reload this RPG.
I gotta go. Look at the time.
You better get back here.
Oh no, I'm deaf. Dick.
Oh, okay. Just so everyone knows that we're not racist or anything. It's just because Ice here is black. Well, me and Will are white, and we just
Is Asian.
well, it's not because you're a rabbit. It's because you're black.
It's because you're black.
Uh,
Reference the something.
Ghost Stories.
Josh knows the name. I don't. Ghost Stories. There you go. It's a fucking satirical anime thing, but it was a legitimate one that apparently aired. He showed it to me. It was pretty funny.
is basically it's a professional abridged series.
Okay, remove the abridged part though. This is like the legitimate English airing of the show because it did really bad in Japan, wasn't it?
It bombed so bad in Japan. The American producers just said, "Fuck it, do whatever you want with it. We don't care. Just try to loosely follow the storyline that we had." They did very loosely.
Yeah, it doesn't follow it at all, really.
No, it kind of does.
It uses the same footage. That's about it. Everything outside of that, half of what they talk about has no reference to it.
Oh, it's like is it The Grudge or The Ring? I can't remember which fucking movie we're ripping off.
It's really funny.
Haven't we
really
done
is a
The
comical
Ring like
thing.
7 times in this series?
Yep.
Yeah, but okay, back to what we're talking about. Another fucking tangent.
The thing is, I already completed it already.
It's true. His main point was just coppers should play coppers, plats should play plats. Quick Ice, what number is the plat? That's correct, 5.
Josh, can you drop another ammo bag?
Yep.
Hold on, no. Don't give him more rockets.
No, I'm making use of his perk that let me fire like a brief second unlimited ammo, and it applies for rockets.
Don't give him rockets.
I just
But if I deny him it, I'm going to get hit with a race car.
You're getting shot with rockets. Now it's okay. But
Alright, let's make use of this.
But no, it's just god damn it, racist, going after the Irish guy. I'm calling your mom.
Telling your daddy that you didn't do his cross-up challenges.
Oh, now it's your turn, Josh. But anyways, fucking totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, anyways, so yeah. But the copper, I do agree with Ice, though. The copper one should play copper one.
Oh,
the
fuck.
plat 20 should play plat 13s. That's the right number, Ice, right?
Yes, plat 2.
No, I said plat 13. What are you doing? Are you fucking retarded or something? Jesus. This guy can't remember any numbers. Oh boy. Was that like a horse whinny when you were doing that? What the fuck?
I was clearing my throat. I missed. I think I just hear
Whatever you
the
say.
house.
You're secretly a horse.
Hey, sure.
I knew it.
Hey, give me
But,
hey.
Anybody got any more topics?
Okay, Ubisoft Forward. I see there's a few games I've seen
Oh,
that
right.
they were going to be talking about. I don't know the full lowdown of what they were going to be talking about. They're going to be talking about some stuff with Far Cry 6, Watch Dogs Legion, and Breakpoint. Breakpoint is going to be introducing some new mechanics. AI teammates. Kind of defeats the entire fucking purpose of the game which they were selling. Is the purpose of the game is you're on your own. You're lone wolfing it. You got no backup, no nothing. And teammates, they're here to help your back. You fuck stick. But
Yeah, it kind of does defeat the purpose a bit.
I think it's going to be, they're going to tie into the story somehow where you find these other people on the island where they're willing to come help you and some shit like that. I think that's the way they're going to be doing it with how the Pharaoh was saying, like, I found these people, I've made them family, we fight together, some shit like that. I can't fucking remember.
You are giving far more lenience to fucking Ubisoft.
Fair enough. They could say, like,
This is
hey,
Ubisoft.
instead Ubisoft's like, hey, this game's going to be in fucking Russia. Turns out it's in Australia.
No, it'd be in Russia. It'd just be like that weird sync of Russia where it's like kind of in Europe. And you're just like, huh?
Turkey?
No, we're not eating dinner right now. Go away.
What? Ew.
What?
Yeah, 2 breast masks now.
Oh?
Because I'm pretty sure when you get the character pack, it gives you one. Yeah. Alright, so and I don't know where. I've only seen the trailer for fuck, what's it called? Far Cry 6. I've only seen the trailer, and it looks like a African warlord, but I can't say that because I'm pretty sure they've already done. I think Far Cry 2 was in Africa. So someone wants me to tell me it's India. This
It's a
next one's
Vivid
gonna
from
be in?
Black Ops 2's Gator's Revenge.
Not again.
Mason, target the motor cruise.
I've literally only seen it. The only thing they've released on Far Cry 6, trailer-wise, was showing, I'm guessing, the villain and his son. That's it, in front of an army. Yeah, that's a lot to go off of. And Legion. Watch
I
Dogs
got more.
Legion. There's. I don't think I'm ever gonna probably play it. I didn't really like Watch Dogs 2 because of the route they went. Route they went was like super. What's the group? Millennial. Or
No idea.
I can't really say what I don't know what the group would be.
Zoomer.
Not Zoomer.
People.
They're too young to be Zoomers.
Boomer.
Too young to be Boomers. That's it.
Wait, what?
Bunch
World
of
War
old
One agents.
I think it's Gen X or something like that.
No. You're probably thinking of Gen Z, which is Zoomers.
Wait, okay. My next opinion. Who's coming up with all these like things for generations?
I don't know.
Couldn't tell you because they keep changing it anyway.
And what did they change what Boomers were?
They changed most of them. Like Millennial used to be up to like 99. Now it's apparently like 94, which is really weird because with the term millennial, you'd think it would be up to the millennium, but apparently that's not how it works anymore.
Well, we're not allowed to
Fucking
have nice
retarded is
things.
what I'm trying to say. Don't you call me a cracker.
They share a piece of paper.
I'm calling the cops.
I'm calling Nice's
I mean-
dad.
Okay, can you guys not? I will bring back the RPG.
Wait, what was so bad about that one?
Leave my dad out of this.
You just said he was gonna call your dad.
Alright, I'm calling your dad, Phil.
There we go.
I mean, he's probably just gonna call you a faggot.
Fair enough.
Or a fuck. I don't know, think of something. He'll give you some kind of random increment of insults or something.
Yeah. That's the way he is.
Some things will never be the same. That's just the way it is. Ah.
Oh no,
So-
I just bring out the burnt turkey.
Yep. Something else to talk about here?
I've covered what I know.
I've covered what I got.
Cover more!
Alright. I guess this is more of a question in relationships to Rainbow Six.
Okay.
Say if you're going to be training a person to get better at Rainbow Six, then you take him into ranked to hopefully make him better. Will that still count as boosting?
One more time.
Supposedly, we're training a person to be better at Rainbow Six, at least better at our level.
Oh!
At a certain point, we decide to take him into ranked with us to help him get better. Would that be considered boosting?
No, because we're still
No.
suffering for it.
We don't
Boosting
really
would be
gain.
like yeah. Boosting would be like you trade off your deaths or for me to gain a bunch of kills, and I trade off my deaths for you to gain a bunch of kills. It's more of we're risking our rank to possibly help him with his rank, but at no return.
So it's just eternal suffering.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
What brought
welcome.
that up?
Government conspiracies.
Okay, fair enough.
This all of a sudden you just see me get kicked from this lobby right now.
Oh,
Ice
no.
has gone offline.
Not again.
Find out later.
That's just the way it is. Have we got anything else to really say? I ain't got much right now. I mean, I feel like this podcast is going on a lot better, but I guess that was also when Josh was, fucking everything up. What? Who said that?
Well, mainly not much nothing new has come up in terms of gaming-wise. Like, gaming generator right now.
That's true.
Hmm.
Right now, that's all that's come up is kind of opinion-based.
I genuinely cannot think.
I genuinely cannot believe you've done this.
God damn it. I feel like there was something I wanted to bring up here, but I guess not. Oh, did I bring up the Fallout one in this? I think I brought up Fallout again.
You brought it out in the previous episode.
Oh,
previous
there we go.
recording. There you go.
Yeah, the attempt we made due to somebody fucking it up, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know who that is. Alright, well, what's yours?
But, anyways, so with Fallout 76, I think we talked about it in the previous episode. I don't remember what episode, you'd have to check it, but one of the previous episodes I brought up Fallout's new update that was in sometime in June, so it should be around then. Maybe, might be May, might be June, one of the two. Might have been when they first announced it, which I think was May. But, anyways, there was going to be these things called legendary cards in the update, which ended up getting delayed until the next one, which should be coming out by the end of this month or the beginning of August. From how it sounds so far. We don't know if it'll get delayed or messed with again. I don't think so, because they just kind of reworked them and made some better ones. But originally, it got delayed because people did not like it at all. People did not enjoy any of the perk stuff. They did not like any of the perks. They didn't enjoy how they were designed. They thought they were just kind of bad. And they weren't exactly wrong. Some of them were too specific, like you had to wear sturdy armor, which there's only a few armors that actually have the sturdy label. You had to wear heavy armor, and there was only a few few armors that said heavy. There's you had to wear light armor. There's only a few armors that said light. And so it didn't work very well. However, now they're going to be changing it to where those ones are going to actually be based on like a weapon armor type, not weapon. They're going to be like, just taking the armor, like if you wear all metal armor, you'll get this bonus. If you wear all wood armor, you get this bonus. If you wear all fucking like scout armor, you get this bonus. Combat armor, this point. Take any armor, you'll probably get a bonus. Is really what it is. Like, if you wear an entire unison set of armor, you get bonuses. So that's a little bit of a better workout. There also used to be these ones that you could get, there were legendary perks that would give you, sometimes if you hit something, you get AoE damage around them too. And it was kind of bad before. It didn't work very well, and it did very little damage, apparently. But now they've kind of reworked it, and it'll do more damage, and it's kind of built in a little bit better, so it actually affects right. And then they have new perks, which they added in, which these are the big ones. They have the legendary perk card, which is for perk points. It has level 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4, might be 5, I don't know. There's some levels to it, that's all I can give you. There's a certain amount of levels that do things. But at every level, it changes how many perk points it'll give you. So at level 1, you get 1 point, 2, you get 2, 3, you get 4, I think. And then 4, you get 5, maybe, I don't know. But it's something like that, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 5. Or it's 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 4. Or no, 3 to 3, and then 4 to 5, sorry. That's something like that, I don't really know. But, anyways, it's something around that, but you can use it to get extra perk points in your builds and stuff. And it's still like it's still like how it worked before. It's, you can't go past 15 per special, which is how the game is designed right now. Like, if you're at 15 strength, you cannot go past that. So even if you have that legendary card, and let's say you have a max level and you get 5 more points, you cannot use it on strength to get it to 20. It does not work like that. But, at least that's what they're at the current state of. If they change that, that'd be up to them. I don't think they will, but I guess there's always possibilities, you never know. But as of the current state, if you put it on one that's already maxed out, you won't get any more past the max. You'll just be where the max is. So you can put it on other ones. Like if your perception was only 4 or something, you can put it in there to crank that up a little, which is good because that'll help actually change builds. People can make better builds, stuff like that. Or let's just get more variants, make them more interesting, which is neat. And then there will be one more perk, which is the big one to me as well, is the ammo perk. If you played it before, you'll know there's these perks that are already in the game. One's called
There's perks?
what is it? Ammo. Yeah. I don't remember what it's called. Ammo something. I can't remember what the fuck the actual name. Ammo Smith. That's what it is. There it is. It's Ammo Smith. That it gives you 40% more ammo in crafting, and if you level it up to level 2, you get 80% more ammo in crafting. And then there's another perk called Super Duper, which is you have a certain percent chance of getting double whatever the hell you were crafting. So like if you're crafting a singular item, there's a chance of getting double, or you'd get, 2 of the item. Or if you were crafting ammo, let's say you're gonna get, like 100, you get 200 if it hit, stuff like that. It's nothing special or too special, nothing too hard to understand. It's basically just another chance modifier. You already have 80% more, and then if you craft it, you might get lucky and get double whatever you craft. But then you have this legendary perk now that will be giving you, depending on what level it is, will give you a different chunk of ammo as well, and it stacks with the originals that were already in the game. So one, you can get 50% more ammo at level 1, level 2 is 75%, level 3 is 100%, level 4 is 125%, and level 5 is 150% more ammo in crafting. So, and it also, like I said, it also does stack with the previous. So if you were to use this perk at level 5, let's say, and you have 150%, and then you have the Ammo Smith at 80%, level 2, and then let's say you have the double one, and you hit the chance and you actually double it, you would be taking your 230% chance of, or 200% chance, sorry. You'd be taking a 230% ammo increase and turning it into a 460 because you'd be doubling whatever the fuck you just got. Now, that actually might be wrong in math. I don't think that actually translates, but the point is to get across how much ammo you get. So instead of just getting the 230 increase percentage, you'd be getting double the ammo you were going to craft there, making you be able to haul in superb amounts of ammo, and it'd be awesome. For especially anybody who has ammo issues, and especially if you craft in expensive ammo like EC cartridges or anything, it will give you a pretty hefty boost. And that was my long tirade of this entire fucking thing, so I'm done.
Okay.
Guys. Sorry.
Well, we're
I
waiting
didn't
for
mean
you
to
to
put you to
finish.
sleep. Sorry, nobody else was putting in anything or saying anything, so I just kept going. Well, I
Yeah,
it's
same.
probably
Tired.
because none of you have read these.
Yeah. Exactly, that's why we're letting you go.
Although I do have one thing to add.
Okay, add it.
I don't-
Okay, time for a smash and grab.
I was going to.
What, you racist? Fuck.
Is anybody gonna... Somebody say things. What's the next topic here? Somebody roll off.
Rockstar and its obsession with GTA 5 being in PlayStation
There we go.
5 again.
Oh, yeah, the massive backlash from YouTube. Had like, not 15,000. I think actually it might have been 15,000 dislikes. Like, almost instantly.
I don't know. I was paying attention to it, I just heard all the unhappiness.
Yeah, basically Rockstar's getting a lot of backlash. Are they going to do anything about it? Probably not.
Skyrim
Rockstar.
2.0, motherfucker.
Essentially, yeah. Next thing we know, it's coming out on the Switch.
GTA, that would be something for the Switch to try running. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. The Switch is gonna
480.
break in half
If it-
trying to run that.
If it ran good, that'd be a hell of a market, I'm not gonna lie. GTA would be an amazing game to play on the go. However, I don't think it would run
Okay.
well, so it's not a good idea.
I
if that was
think
to
they
happen.
could do like GTA 3 or GTA San Andreas on the Switch.
Maybe.
San Andreas would be pushing it.
GTA as a whole, I'm pretty sure they're pushing it.
No, hey, they've got San Andreas and 3 on mobile. The full game is on mobile.
It's even on Xbox One for San Andreas.
Oh,
Well,
it's a console.
And plus backwards compatible. Which I might want to add too. For some reason, they still use, instead of using the old one like for Xbox 360 and PS2, they instead decided to use the mobile version for the Xbox One backwards compatible.
Really?
Yes. Literally, when you go in,
How do you know that?
I haven't.
Oh.
How do you know it's the mobile one?
I want to say, how do you know the mobile? Like, what's the difference in them is, I guess, more what I was getting at.
Okay, well, difference being, well, controls are still the same, but when you walk in, when you go to fire your first gun, it's on single fire. You have to change the settings to, like, manual firing. You have to change the settings to be the usual lock-on and fire that we all know from GTA as today.
Wait,
And
what's the mobile version of firing?
mobile version is like literally you drag your screen until you drag your screen until the person's at the head, process at the head, fire.
Oh, so you actually have to aim.
Yes. Rather than actually anything else.
Interesting.
Huh, I did not know that.
You
And
used to be
plus,
able to aim in, like, Vice City and them, too, though.
UI system and the interface looks a lot newer compared to the older version.
Fair enough.
Pretty much just a new UI overhaul in general. Almost.
The cars here, you guys know that, right? You start putting bags in.
I know what you're talking about. Anyways. Also, I believe if I'm correct, they did take on some of the songs due to licensing issues.
Did they take any with the Snoop Dogg ones?
Honestly, I haven't heard any yet. I was playing through it, so they might have.
Oh.
You can't buy another rocket. Ice, what you do?
It's not what I did. There's a cloaker. Did a cloaker just spawn on normal difficulty?
This isn't normal.
What difficulty is this?
Very hard.
Oh. Fair enough.
We were on to something as a topic, but I forgot it.
This seems to be a lot of this.
No, the topic was I remember. His topic was GTA 5 and its use for going back to PS5 and the new Xbox.
That reminds me. They reused the original trailer.
No! No!
Sorry, for anyone who isn't really watching it, there was like, and if you played Payday 2, there was a cloaker chasing him. Chasing Will. He was just sprinting down alleyway, the cloaker just chasing after him.
I didn't want to say anything, I was trying not to interrupt the podcast game. Because I know we try not to interrupt it with using like gameplay stuff, like talking about it too much. Because you know how it is. We don't try to use the gameplay as like a talking point. We try to just talk and use the gameplay as a background. and I was trying to maintain that. So like the entire time, I was trying not to say anything. So, like I said, I didn't want to interrupt it with gameplay talk. I just wanted to let it be a background. But I couldn't help but just listen to the little shit following me. And I was just sprinting towards Josh, listening to it trail me. And I was like, no. I could just feel myself internally going, shit.
Okay, I start hearing, okay, I hear a cloaker, but it's nowhere near me. I start hearing it louder and louder, and I start hearing you laughing. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I just see you sprint it past me, and the cloaker just runs past me too.
I was laughing at the fact because I heard the noise, and I immediately took off the other way. I heard it get louder, so I thought it was still chasing me. I turned around and see Chill running the other way with the cloaker slowly crouching walking behind him.
Oh fuck, I can't get past that now. I didn't think
Alright.
he chased that hard. He chased me from the front of the store all the way back. Goddamn.
I think we've hit the end point, basically. Oh, what I was saying before. GTA didn't make a new trailer for this new console gen.
Yikes.
Really? They just used
Yeah.
the same one?
Yeah. No, they used the old one. They didn't use the new one for the previous generation.
Really?
Really?
Crazy
And it's like there was no new content to be shown off. Like no how second when it went to from 360 to 1, they showed off first person mode. This one didn't do shit. They didn't even have first person mode in the trailer, so it was the previous gen one.
They took it out. they just took it out. It's like, yeah, it wasn't really used, so we removed it.
Oh.
That'd actually be fun. That'd be fun.
Oh, by the way, Chill,
if they just took it out.
Chill, I upgraded my skill. Now the unlimited rockets last for 15 seconds.
Whose side are you on?
My own side.
I can tell. This friendship is fading.
No idea what you're talking about.
So, yeah, there was quite a bit of backlash. A lot of people noticed that it wasn't there wasn't anything new to it, and people are pissed.
DC now has a jewelry shortage.
Like people saw oh sweet, Rockstar, so new game, sweet. They started Michael's
GTA
voice.
5.
There, Michael was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit?"
I just looked at my phone and noticed that James even input a good idea for a topic that we haven't really talked about much. Mouse and keyboard on console being such a fucking major issue.
Okay.
Most directly in reference to Siege, but as a whole, it's a good topic of just
Something
kind
I
of
want.
horse shit.
I kind of want to brings up a topic of general cheating on console.
That too.
Since mouse and keyboard is cheating in Siege, but cheating in general, companies don't really give a fuck about their console ports or anything like that. Where they just don't really do anything. Same thing like Twitch. They don't really update the Twitch app. They haven't really updated at all since it came
They
out.
updated for PC.
Yeah, for PC, but not console.
Keyword. But yeah, no, James actually brought in a pretty good one there. Is
Another
fucking,
thing
like,
you do
Siege
for
has a
once.
major issue.
You just shut up, please.
You and your hostilities. But
Watch, I'm about to get a message.
But no, they it is a good topic because mouse and keyboard, if you've ever played console version of like Siege on either PS4 or Xbox, it's apparently prominent in both. I've talked to some people now who played on PS4. It's a huge issue on both consoles that mouse and keyboard is used a lot, and it's not meant to be used at all. It's actually a bannable offense on the game, if they gave a shit, of course. But Ubisoft does not give a flying fuckadiddle about anyone on console. It doesn't matter what your PS4 or Xbox, they just don't care.
Cause you have
But
PC
yeah, it's supposed to, pretty much. But yeah, they don't give a shit at all, and it's supposed to be bannable as an offense, but nobody ever fucking does anything. and it really does ruin the high tiers of rank.
Because that's all it is.
Because it's a bunch
that's
of
all
people.
High tiers are.
Yep. Plat 3 and on is basically just a ton of mouse and keyboard players, and it is fucking ridiculous because it's just a bunch of players who aren't good enough to play with PC level people all playing mouse and keyboard, so they're trying to, take the cheap advantage of playing people on console. And if you've played anything between the two, or if you've ever played against PC players or played on PC or any of the above, really, is if you've ever had experience with PC playing or someone playing PC and a shooter, you'd know, or at least notice, that the aiming on there always seems significantly easier, or at least far more steady. It's not so jumpy when it's like compared to console versions of games. Your typical, you shoot once, the gun jumps up, but if you watch a PC player, a lot of the time the gun they shoot and it just stays a laser sight. Well, because if you don't have any experience with PC, then basically, for controlling most guns on a PC, it literally just comes to pulling your mouse down slowly. And as long as you do it slowly enough, you can keep the gun in a complete, just dead laser where it's shooting without a single issue. And when I say that, it's not an exaggeration, like where it's just close to pretty steady. It's quite literally a laser sight. It does not fucking waver if they do it right. And it's fucking ridiculous compared to console, because on console, it's borderline impossible to get that kind of accuracy within a controller, because controllers are obviously kind of, they're not as consistent. Like, if you just lightly touch the analog stick too much, you jolt way differently. It's really hard to consistently keep a pattern on a thumbstick while shooting, moving, and aiming, and keeping the recoil down completely to a laser. I mean, sure, there's probably people who could do it. I'm not saying there can't be, but I'm just saying that the chance or odds of you finding people like that is slim to fucking nothing. You're probably more likely to find a diamond in your ass. Just saying. But, and that's, you can't eat a diamond first, that's cheating. You're more likely just to full-on mine a brand new diamond out of your ass that was never seen before. But yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. It's a huge issue on console, and it really does ruin higher ranks of, like I said, anything from Plat 3 and up. It's just tons of M&K, and it really should be addressed. Not that Ubisoft ever will, or most games of that matter that have a competitive sphere with that, they'll never do it.
They have talked about it. They have, they have addressed that it's a problem. They know about it. But they won't do anything about it.
That just makes it worse.
It's like, we know that mouse and keyboard is a problem, we're going to be probably working on it and all, and it's like, Dev wins around the corner. You're not seriously going to do that, right? Because I do that shit. And I want to get my account banned. They're like, no, we're not going to do anything about it. Alright, cool, sweet.
James just brought up another part for me that I forgot, which is another reason why you can't be accurate with a fucking controller. Dead zones. I actually forgot about that. Dead zones are a huge reason why you can't be accurate with a controller. Because you have to pass, and you gotta be careful with all the dead zone shit, and if you make it too sensitive, you fuck yourself, and if you don't make it sensitive enough, you gotta push it super far to just slightly correct yourself, and that's a really good point. I completely fucking forgot about that system as a whole.
James actually being useful for it tonight. Like, back into back.
This is gonna be your boxing match later, not mine.
And I think one thing I want to add to, when it comes to...
Not like he would ever acknowledge me if I ever see him.
I have no idea what you just said. But anyways, I
found a glitch. But it's Rainbow Six. It's only for macros, apparently. Apparently, macros, for some reason, have a vertical limit of how high you can look up. So guns like Sophia's LMG, if you actually just keep holding the trigger for the LMG and just keep shooting, eventually you reach a point for the macro that there is no more vertical recoil, that only moves left or right. So if you start pre-firing the LMG, you eventually reach a certain point where there's no vertical recoil.
It's like the Negev in Counter-Strike.
Yes. So that's how you can tell if people have a macro if they start doing that. If they start using Sophia's LMG or anybody with a high LMG capacity rate.
Yeah. Another good one as a point here is they can't keep track of third person additions to consoles without having a tab on every console, which also makes cheating on all that different kind of shit easier because they have no way of checking it. Honestly, as a little thing to that, thinking about it since James had mentioned that part too, is BattleEye. I feel like it should be a thing that you can get on Xbox or just console in general. I mean, they have other downloadable apps, and I feel like that would be a good way to help it. Is like if you're playing Siege or something on console, I feel like BattleEye would be a good way to try to help it, just like they do on PC. I mean, you know, they got applications on here that you can access, like Twitch and shit, that run in the background. They could just make it similar to a like a Twitch-styled app where you just background run it while you're playing or something like that. Like, it makes you do it before you play online. I don't know, that's just... I feel like that's something that could work, honestly. I feel like that'd be a good way, like, it does a scan of your console to make sure you haven't, like, fucked with it or tampered it before going in to play a match online, and then the app just kind of runs background while you're playing, you know, Siege or Insurgency or something like that online when it comes out. That's just my opinion. I don't know, I feel like that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Usually I'm not for giving access to a bunch of consoles stuff because you don't want people with all your information, but for like an anti-cheating device like BattleEye, which has come to be quite a popular system in a lot of competitive scenarios, I've noticed, because Insurgency uses it, and I think PlanetSide uses it too, actually.
Yeah.
So
the thing
seems
is,
like a good one.
Anti-cheat systems should be implemented regardless, because every game on PC that's competitive scene has one. And I'm surprised there's no anti-cheat for a console. They're probably just like, oh, it's not possible to cheat on a console. Fuck yeah, it is. Do you remember?
That's a good point.
Do you remember? What was it? The DDoS servers on? Not DDoS servers. Servers on GTA back on 360.
Mm-hmm.
What were they called?
But to be fair, in that counterpoint, the anti-cheat on Xbox One is significantly better than what it was back then. It is a lot harder to actually hack, like legitimately just bullbuster fucking hack a game, but it's not hard to get, like James brought up, was like third-party attachments, like you know, like a controller thing that imitates a mouse and keyboard or whatever.
Right. An emulator.
It's, yeah, like an emulator basically to it. It's not hard for them to do that instead, but you know, BattleEye should be able to just scan for similar things because they can't. There's ways to identify, because the Xbox itself knows how to identify different types of controllers. There's got to be a way to figure out how to identify between mouse and keyboard, because it's still a full-on keyboard too. It should be able to register the differences, because the other keys
There's a lot
still
more
have
inputs.
input.
There's a lot more inputs on a keyboard than there is on a controller. Well, obviously. But I know that there's some games on console that allow mouse and keyboard. There's settings for it. So Xbox obviously knows that there's a difference between mouse and keyboard and controller. This may be a little bit of a weird one to say, but Sims 4 that actually has inputs that say, hey, either your keyboard and mouse have been disconnected, or your controller has been disconnected. That might just be from bad port and them not taking it out of the port, or them leaving it in because it's mouse and keyboard is usable on that game. Ice, you have anything?
I really feel like they need to work out something, or like Doom said, within terms and service. I guess if people are worried about them going too far, like about being too exploitive or too much, I guess the terms of service stuff, just leave themselves in the code of they can only, you know, monitor online third-party attachment stuff to their games. You know, that kind of leaves them in a legal liability, so people feel better about it. But I don't know, I feel like they really could figure it out, and it wouldn't be that hard to figure out all this mouse and keyboard shit, because if I remember right, it's not like a specially manufactured mouse and keyboard, it's just a special adapter that lets it, you know, play as if it's a controller.
Well, Razer actually has a mouse and keyboard that's designed to connect to Xbox.
Well, yeah, no, because Xbox does accept mouse and keyboard. That's the thing.
No, what I'm saying is
it
like,
does accept. Oh.
it's like there's like it's literally designed for Xbox only, where it has like the same thing where you power it up next to your Xbox.
Well,
But
no,
it's,
okay,
it's
what
not
I'm
to
saying
mimic
though is,
a controller though.
Yeah,
Like how you're
I would
saying.
say it's not that. What I'm saying is like it's the, because those are still meant to be used in games that allow the keyboard and shit, and that's what they're for. Because it's still treated as an actual keyboard. It's just designed for gaming purposes on Xbox, more with that in tune. But it's not designed to like sit at a desk kind of deal.
Right.
But with that, like what I'm saying is the what they use for like Xbox are literally just computer keyboards, but they use an adapter that is what makes the Xbox think it's a fucking controller. Because from what I've looked up and looked into it before, it's not the keyboard itself that just makes it work, it's the adapter that's in between that makes it work.
Right.
And then I feel like if we had a third-party scanner, you know, when they start recognizing these weird adapters and shit, that the adapter's just not allowed in a competitive game. It just has to be a normal, legitimate connection, no adapter in the middle. Now, sure, you can probably say, like, well, what happens if some people have, like, a special kind of controller they use as an adapter? I personally don't think there's any, you know, like, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of easy-to-access standard controllers that don't require an adapter to be used on an Xbox One. Or a PlayStation,
There's,
for
like,
that matter.
There's scuff controllers, but those are...
Those are built in. You can just sync them up to
built-
the Xbox.
yeah.
They don't have to have an adapter.
They're just modified Xbox controllers. There's nothing really illegal about them. So, round-up topic. There should be anti-cheat services on Xbox. It's kind of. I think we need to wrap up soon. Hey, last-minute things, you guys.
I ain't really got anything else. That last
I'm
part,
burnt
that
out
was a
on
good
topics.
side from James, I'll give that. That was a good little burn off there. Good, because I was out of fucking ideas.
Same.
But, no, I think it's pretty good coverage. This is done. We'll probably dip out. No final things at all. Nothing like little you want to
Ice?
throw in ice.
Any last words?
Bits of extra shit.
A12 go boom,
Anything you're
boom.
looking forward to? Okay.
The A12 ooh.
I think you said boom boom. Not
Oh,
A12 go
that makes
boom,
more
boom.
sense than ooh.
A little bit, yeah.
Also, I think something glitched with my AA-12, and I now have infinite ammo.
Oh.
How about we leave? But
We got more bags.
I think that could possibly round this off then, and that can be the end there. So hopefully next time we'll have more topics, I guess, because it was really.
We covered a decent amount of time.
It's weird because I
think we had a good amount of time.
we did get a good amount of time. We're at 7
Definitely
minutes,
better
but
off than our last
I
one.
just. Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, shit.
A little bit better off.
But I can't fucking remember. There was a bunch of stuff I actually
get
wanted to talk about, but I completely forgot.
Chill has a bag. Chill has a bag.
I do not.
They do.
Oh, Free says he has a bag with him.
But anyways, yeah, there was something else I wanted to talk about. Like I had a bunch of stuff throughout the week that I listed, but I completely forgot most of it.
Write these
I don't
down.
know, maybe next time. I did. I typed them in our chat, but I forgot them because they got buried, and I forgot what they were.
Fuck.
I didn't find them.
Make a notes page on your phone.
Oh,
Play with me to go through a bunch of fucking apps and find it because I hid it away somewhere. Cause
You
I'm
can
tired of
search
being on
for
the
it.
main Screen.
was there something about Assassin's
Oh.
Creed Valhalla coming out soon? Or
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
Next topic.
next
Tomorrow.
time?
Oh,
It wasn't
that's
tomorrow.
a
I
fucking
lied.
dump. And we forgot to fucking
Anyways.
close the party.
We'll talk about it later. But anyways, have a good one. Bye.
Bye!